What if I told you that 30 days from now, you could have $10,000 in your bank account? I know it sounds crazy, but I'm living proof that it's possible. My name is Alex, and I'm about to walk you through the exact side hustle that changed my financial life forever. This isn't some get-rich-quick scheme or a pipe dream. This is a real, repeatable system that I've tested and refined, and honestly, it's way more achievable than you might think right now. When I started this journey, I had 0 followers, 0 experience, and $0, but I had something more valuable than all of that combined. I had a problem to solve, and I knew other people had that same problem. That's where everything began. The side hustle I'm talking about is digital product creation and sales. Specifically, I created printable templates, Notion templates, and digital guides that people desperately wanted to buy. The best part? You don't need any special skills, expensive equipment, or years of experience to get started. All you need is a laptop, an internet connection, and the willingness to learn. Let me break down exactly how I made $10,000 in 30 days. The first week was all about research and planning. I spent hours identifying niches where people were actively searching for solutions. I looked at trending topics on social media. I studied what people were asking about in forums. I paid close attention to problems that kept coming up repeatedly. That research phase was crucial because it meant I wasn't just guessing. I was creating products based on real demand. The second week, I actually created my first products. I made 5 different digital templates and guides using free or cheap tools like Canva and Google Docs. Nothing fancy, nothing complicated, just clean, functional, useful products that solved specific problems. I spent maybe 30 minutes on each product initially. I uploaded them to Gumroad and Etsy simultaneously. This was key because I wasn't putting all my eggs in one basket. Week 3 is when things started getting interesting. I began promoting my products on social media, primarily through Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest. I created short, authentic videos showing people how my templates and guides could transform their workflow. I didn't spend a dime on ads. Everything was organic growth through consistency and genuine value. The engagement started slow, but by the middle of week 3, I was getting my first sales. Those first few sales felt incredible, even though each one was only $20 or $30, but momentum was building and I could feel the potential. Week 4 was pure execution and scaling. By this point, I had data showing which products were selling best, so I created more variations of those best sellers. If my project management template was selling well, I created 3 more versions targeting different audiences. If my habit tracker guide was resonating, I made premium versions with extra features. I was essentially solving the problem of choice for my customers. Instead of just offering one solution, I was offering multiple entry points at different price levels. By day 25, I had already crossed $5,000 in revenue. That's when I knew the last 5 days would be critical. I doubled down on my marketing efforts. I reached out to micro-influencers in relevant niches and offered them free access to my products in exchange for honest reviews. I created urgency by announcing that certain bundles would only be available for a limited time. I engaged with my community constantly, answering questions and building real relationships. On the final day of my 30-day challenge, I woke up to find that I had officially crossed $10,000 in total revenue. I remember staring at my bank account confirmation for probably 5 full minutes, just reading the number over and over. It felt surreal, but it also felt earned. Now let me be honest with you about what this actually means. That $10,000 wasn't pure profit. I had some business expenses, hosting fees, software subscriptions, and time that I could have spent on other things. But even after accounting for all of that, my net profit was close to $8,000. For 1 month of focused work, that's incredible. More importantly though, I didn't just make money for 30 days and then stop. I built systems and assets that continue generating income today. Those digital products are still selling. Every single day, people are discovering my templates and making purchases. The hard work was front-loaded in that first month, but the passive income continues to flow. Here's what I learned from this experience that you absolutely need to know. First, speed matters more than perfection. I didn't wait until my products were absolutely perfect before launching them. I shipped them when they were good enough, and then I improved them based on feedback. This is crucial because perfectionism is the enemy of progress. Second, your audience is everything. I could have created the most amazing products in the world, but without people to sell them to, it wouldn't matter. So I invested heavily in building genuine connections and providing real value through my content. Third, systemization is your secret weapon. I didn't reinvent the wheel every single day. I created templates, schedules, and processes that I could repeat. This allowed me to focus my energy on promotion and optimization rather than logistics. Fourth, multiple income streams beat a single product. By creating several different products at different price points, I gave customers options and maximized my earning potential. One product might have plateaued quickly, but 5 products create 5 different opportunities. Finally, never underestimate the power of consistency. I showed up every single day for 30 days. Some days I didn't feel like it. Some days the numbers were discouraging, but I kept going, and that consistency is what ultimately made the difference. Now you might be wondering if you can replicate this yourself. The honest answer is yes, but with caveats. Your results won't necessarily be identical to mine because different niches, different audiences, and different marketing approaches will yield different outcomes. The framework is absolutely transferable. You can follow the same process in virtually any niche where people are willing to pay for solutions. The beauty of digital products is that they're infinitely scalable. Once you create a product, you can sell it to one person or 1 million people without creating it again. That's the magic of passive income. If you're seriously interested in trying this, here's my honest recommendation. Start this week. Spend a few hours identifying a niche where you have some knowledge or passion. Create one simple digital product. Get it live on at least one platform. Then start promoting it. You don't need to wait for the perfect conditions. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to start. The person who takes imperfect action today will beat the person who plans perfectly forever. That $10,000 didn't come from some magical source. It came from identifying a problem, creating a solution, and relentlessly promoting it to the people who needed it. You have everything you need to do this right now. The question is, are you ready to take action? This journey taught me that financial independence isn't reserved for the lucky few. It's available to anyone willing to put in the work and think strategically. The barriers to entry have never been lower, and the tools have never been better. You're living in an era where a single person with a laptop can generate substantial income without investors, without a boss, and without geographical limitations. That's unprecedented in human history. Your ceiling isn't determined by your current circumstances or your past failures. Your ceiling is determined solely by your willingness to learn, to iterate, and to persist. Start small, think big, and execute consistently. The path to $10,000 in 30 days is shorter than you think. All it takes is one decision, one product, and 1 month of focused effort. I'm rooting for you. Now go build something amazing and change your financial future.